So this is how I made $10,000 trading Euro AUD. So pretty much what I identified was the high in the market, then I identified a lower low, then a lower high, then a lower low, then a lower high. And then what I did second was mark up my support and resistance. So in this little gray box, this was where price had multiple rejections from. So I told myself, if price closed below here, this gray box, that will be the indication to the downside. And what we trade is something called ICC. What does ICC stand for? It stands for indication, correction, and continuation. So if we go back to the charts, we are in a downtrend, but this is something we have to watch out for. What we have to watch out for is when price is on a real downtrend or a uptrend, price will create higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows when it's on a uptrend. When it's on a downtrend, price will create lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So what that being said is, if price breaks any of this structure, if it's on a downtrend, if it breaks its lower lows and lower high, it is no longer a downtrend. It is becoming a uptrend, and that's how you can spot a reversal. So we must be patient so we don't get faked out. You can't get faked out trading ICC. So what did we just learn? Price just broke a lower high. So what does that mean? Price is now making higher highs and higher lows to become a uptrend. So now what we have to wait on is price to create a higher low and then a higher high again. So we can have structure so we can get in on the trade. So the next stop that price is headed to is this lower high right here. Once price break this lower high, we'll wait for a higher high and a higher low, aka we'll wait for an indication, a correction, and a continuation, because what we trade, ICC once again. So what I told myself is, since I missed this initial breakout of this lower high to get in on a buy position, I said I will be patient. I'll wait for price to break this lower high and then create a indication, a correction, and a continuation. So it looks something like this: indication, correction, and continuation. And that's when we'll get in on a buy position. We'll look something like this, and our stop loss will be below this higher low. So let's see how price plays out. Boom. All right, boom. Now we are in a trade because price gave a indication to the upside and a correction, and then it closed a full bullish candle. So I got in here. Now I am targeting this next high. Let's see how price plays out. TP completely smacked. It is just that easy.